In this one, we're going to be trying to rewrite the 2015 50-over World Cup semi-final where India failed to chase down 329 against Australia. We are going to try to change that. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan opening. We're going back exactly 10 years. Full, that's been punched, and we'll get off the mark straight away. The required run rate isn't all that high. And I don't think this should be that hard of a challenge because we do have 10 wickets in hand, but you never know. Cut, and Mitchell Johnson has started off 158.5 Ks, and even that we've smacked away. Why are both of these bowlers coming from around the wicket though? They're known for coming from over the wicket. Short and wide, this time don't get any bat on it. That really just kept climbing. Stark to a left-handed. This angle can be very dangerous. Starts off with a full toss though. Easily put away. But the ball is slowing down and it will be cut off. Thankfully, we were running the whole time. I thought it was 4 from the beginning, but still kept running. That's fast and on the mark. Came in as well. Beautiful delivery. Lucky to not get out on that. This action is also very much like Mitchell Johnson. Yet again, beats the outside edge of the bat. A little late on that, but I think we should be able to sneak through. That was very tight, but I think in the end we got through. Just one off that over. Wonderful. Stark now coming from over the wicket, and it took him all of one ball to get the in-swinger on the mark. Came in, and I think we've been trapped in front. So late on that. Yeah, that is hitting leg stump clean as a whistle. Rohit Sharma goes for just 9. Look at that for a batting order though. That's a amazing shot. First ball, and I think, yeah, it is 4. What a lovely drive. It's full, and we played one of the best shots. I don't think we can top that even if we bat in the entire 50 overs. Full toss this time, but I'm late. Come on, that had to be put away as well. That was there to be smacked for another boundary. That's a good ball, but an even better shot. That's the third drive of the over. The second one that will get us 4, and we're looking pretty good. Started off with a wicket, but since then we've looked solid. Oh, that came in, but thankfully away from the leg stump. That was a perfect Stark in-swinger. Beautiful. Way too good. Nothing you can do about that. At least we won't edge it to the slips. Shikhar Dhawan off on 3 of 10. This will help. It will go away for the first real loose ball of the over, and we put it away. The AI has been on the mark so far. Every ball almost has been on the mark except for a few full tosses. That was a picture perfect Yorker and very fast as well. Just stored it for 1. We're not scoring fast, that's for sure, but at least we have 9 wickets in hand still. Short ball, glided that to third man, but even that will be cut off. Runs have not come by easily, especially boundaries. Cut. Oh no, that ball. Some tennis ball like bounce after 2 bowlers who bowled above 150 most of the time. This was just much slower. I've gone for a late cut. It's got a top edge almost and gone straight to that fielder who didn't even move. That's unlucky. Dhawan goes for 13 and we are in a lot of trouble. We still need 300 runs. Rahane comes in. Full fast. Is this another one? That was so fast. I'm lucky I padded that because my leg stump would have been on the ground. They're not going to review it. Cut. Beautiful looking animation. Still, we just have to run, hurry through, put in the dive, all that for 1 run. That's been punched off the back foot. He is slower than the other two, so we can play shots like this and not edge them all the time. Even this won't go for 4. This is a gigantic ground. We've so rarely scored boundaries. That's been punched off the back foot again. This time a little better. I don't think we need to run. Now the lovely back foot punch. Oh, that's beaten the fielder as well. Look at that for placement. The tiniest of gaps on the offside when we managed to find it. A little late on that, but I think we should be able to come back for 2, maybe even 3, or maybe even 4. Oh, stops it at the last possible second. And then the fielder inside the ropes will put in the dive for God knows what. Cut off the front foot. If we managed to find this gap, it would have been epic, because there were 3 fielders in that direction and we almost found the exact gap. Watson so far has been very economical because he's been the slowest of all of them. This was not slow though. This was not slow. That almost went over the keeper's head. Pulled in the air, in the gap, and also over the ropes. That was nailed to perfection. The first lofted shot has come off beautifully. Ah no, come on. Pushes it across. So close to edging that, but we live to face another ball. We have been so lucky though. So many plays and misses. Went for the late cut, but maybe it was a little too late on that late cut. That's another decent try, but have we made it? That was a little too close. The throw was as weak as humanly possible, and even then, I think that our desperate dive has saved us, but that was a little too close. A run out is the last thing we need. This partnership is growing nicely. Rahan is 16 of 26, so we haven't managed to get away with it so far, but that is another classy shot. It's so hard to find the gap there. It is so satisfying when you actually do, and not only that, we've also got 4. That was an off spinner, beautifully ball off cutter, but it moved like an off spinner. Short ball kept going up. I think a glove that will just be 1. I think we have to start looking for 2s because boundaries are just a little too hard to get. Faulkner has been bowling slow ball after slow ball, and then this fell fast, but even that is not that fast. Another back foot punch. We've been playing that shot very well. But once again, out of 84, I think we've run like 60 runs. A 50-run partnership will come up. Old school Rahane-Kohli partnership. It's been pulled, but I think this might be the... And it won't be. I wanted to find the gap between square leg and fine leg. Instead, I hit it straight to square leg. At least it doesn't go for the catch. That's yet another amazing drive to add to our collection. All those amazing drives, and we've rarely got any boundaries. Another lovely punch off the back foot. We can rotate the strike. Once we can score a boundary every over, then we can just do this, but we need a boundary every over. That's full. Mistimed it. We should be able to come back for 2. Yeah, let's play like Prime Kohli. Run 2s, run hard. Hopefully we can get it done that way. Given room. Not the most beautiful shot, but it got the job done, so who cares? We gave room and played a cut. Won't see that against pace especially. And outswing it too fast. We've been pretty good with that shot, but not this time. That's a beautiful looking punch off the back foot. And we are gonna come back for 2. There's a gap there straight down the ground, but even so it was just a little too close. Let's come back and sharp. Beautifully ball. Just a little too high for an LBW. That's come back in as well. He's bowling these off cutters at 142 Ks. How does that work? 50 or 56, but we still have a long way to go. Look at that one massive hit through the leg side and that awesome pull. That's come in, but it's the outside edge and the keeper dives one-handed, takes a near impossible catch to break this amazing partnership. We were looking so good. Looked like we were on the way to chase this down easily, but here's a minor twist. But we still have a jam-packed batting order. We just have to make sure we don't lose too many wickets in a row. Kohli goes for just 50. That's slapped. And it's for the new batsman comes in and they go for somewhat of an attacking field. And Raina will get 4. They have no spinners except Maxwell, but no regular spinners. So we're going to have to face pace. Little late. Come on, can we come back for 2? I think we should be able to. Yeah, easily in the end. Late on that bat, onto the pad. Please don't roll back onto the stumps. Thank God. That's all I care about. I was a little too close. Fast, way too fast. Beats the outside edge. It was there to be driven, but it should have been a little early. And another play and a miss. Shot pulled. Can we come back for 2? He puts in the dive, but I don't think Rahane would have made it to the other end. 125 needed of 77. We have plenty of wickets in hand. Just need to take this deep and I think we should be able to get this done. It is full and it is over the fielder's head. I wasn't planning on playing a lofted shot but saw the full delivery and decided to go after it. Almost paid the price though it was not that far away from the fielder. That's tapped away. We come back for 2 again. Yes, we will. The field is slowing down, but not us. That was a very good over. Full. That was an attempted lofted shot. Doesn't go up, but does go where I wanted it to go, which is in the gap down the ground. We have to take a few risks against these bad balls. That's full. Try to pick it over short, fine legs head. Nothing doing. Really changing up the pace now. I hope I don't mistime something straight to the fielder. Shot, open the face, still not in the gap. Why can't I get that fine? Solid in defense. Do I try to attack, spin, or do I just try to keep it quiet? Because he might end up bowling 5 overs. Man, we need 10 runs an over. Might have to attack. Let's see if we can go for the reverse sweep. It comes off, but not in the gap. I want to try again. I want to find that gap right there. Let's try to get it a little finer and also hit it a little harder. Oh, nothing doing. It gets the glove. No. Oh, I thought I could sneak a run. Thank God he popped into the screen at the right second, or we would have been on our merry ways trying to sneak a single. And it goes between bat and pad. Spin might change things here. That's gone nowhere either. I'm late. We are starting to choke a little because boundaries are not coming, even though I'm trying pretty hard. Going over short fine legs head is probably the only big gap in the field. You can go straight. Head goes on 1 bounce to the fielder. That was... I was aiming for the side screen. At least it won't go to hands, but that again had my heart in my mouth. Full toss. That's gone between the legs, I think. Also in the gap. Mistimed it completely. But because it went between the legs, it went very fine. No, not the helicopter. Oh, but it hasn't come off MSD's bat though. I wanted to play a sweep. He decides it's the right time to show off to Dhoni and pulls off a helicopter. It comes off as well. I don't know why there is a grounded helicopter shot. Look pretty great. And there is a man who brought fame to the helicopter shot. Edged. And that dot ball, more importantly, I hope Maxwell doesn't bowl 5 overs. So we're gonna be in trouble if he does. Taken the risk for 1 run. Yeah, spin is gonna be a gigantic headache. And for the flick again, all I managed to do is flick it back onto my own pads. Another dot ball. Where do I try to go? Do I try to take all those fielders down the ground and try to go big? I don't think that's happening. Let's see. Ball a full toss or a short ball. He won't do either. Both good length. But at least this time we managed to get it over the fielder's head. Much needed boundary. The required run rate is at 12. We can't let it keep climbing. Full. Let's see spin. Punched. Just slowly punched through. Long on, and we're gonna have enough time to come back for 2. Well done. 7 runs already. Edged again. That should have been taken by the keeper. He won't even go for it. And it'll just be 1. What's going on? Why are runs so hard to score? 92 of 92 for Rahane. We're gonna have to improve that strike rate a bit, but for that we have to first get bat on ball, try to swing that one out of the ground as well. Now they have a lot of protection on the offside. And another swing and a miss. 4 runs of this over. We need 80 runs in 6 overs. That's hit. And finally something works out against spin. We have 6 overs left. We need 75 runs. MSC will get to 52 or 42. This has been a much needed innings, but we are not done. Not anywhere near. Hit pinpoint straight. But this ground is just huge. At least we have enough time to come back for 2. Try to go inside out. Rahane goes nervous. 90s. Try to go big through extra cover. He's gone for 96, I think. What an innings this has been. But now Australia back on top. We've choked a little towards the end, in the middle a little as well. 95 or 96. Only 5 fours in such a long innings. That's been tapped through the leg side. Can we? I think we should be. Yeah. We'll come back. Now this resembles more the 2019 World Cup. Jadeja and Dhoni at the crease. And we have a mountain to climb. Hit straight again, and I think once again it will be cut off. Puts in the jump, perfectly timed jump. Only 2. What's happened now? Please don't be a run out. Oh, thank God it's not. Try to go big. Why is the ball not going anywhere? At least we'll come back for yet another 2. I'm going to tire my batsman out. That's the 4th 2 of this over. Gave room, mistimed it, but it has gone where I wanted it to go. But does it have enough behind it? It does not. Wait, I think he had his foot on the rope. Maybe, maybe not. But this time a little improvement. We'll get 3. Oh, how did that shot work out? We have played a ramp against a good delivery and somehow it has worked. I wanted to play a front foot hit through point. Instead he goes for a ramp and it works out. Good start. Full hit straight again, and I think once again he'll jump and stop it. He'll stop it but goes outside the rope for no reason. That's big. Room given. That was slow, and Jadeja, that is 6. 2 fours and a 6. Now this over has brought us some hope back. We were painfully slow before this. I'm going to try to go for another one. Come on, bowl the same ball. I want to go towards point again. Room given, hit. This one even better. Ideal. And 6. 2 sixes in a row. And that's after 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls as well. We are so back. 3 overs left. We need 40, I think. The run rate is under control now. Just under 13. Let's give the strike back to the man in prime form. 2 sixes in a row last time. I'm gonna go for some more now. Let's see where the gaps are. There are no gaps. Maybe I should try to go straight, but that hasn't worked. Let's see where he bowls. Bowls a full toss, and I have gone straight. And because it was a full toss, it has gone a long way. If that was length ball, it would have gone absolutely nowhere though. 39 of 13 for Jadeja, and this match is well on. Full toss again, that's hit straight. And 6 more. Suddenly they're giving us some gifts. 1-6, 1-6. Length ball. Yeah, it is near impossible to hit these length balls away. At least won't get out. That was another amazing over. Now we just need 23. Watson's gonna continue. There are no fielders down the ground or through extra cover. And drags the length back. That is plain unlucky for Australia, but we will take it. Another boundary to start things off. Only 18 needed now of 11. Off the back foot. Well, I have tried to play that ball off the front foot and it hasn't worked, but went back this time as deep as possible into the crease. I just picked it over covers. That should have been a hit wicket. This time off the front foot. 1 bounce. Cannot hit good length balls for 6 down the ground though. That's not happening. At least we'll get 4. We need 1 more here. We need 10 of 7. If we can get 1 more 4 here, the match is done. Come on, bowl a full toss. He won't. That was a leg cutter. That was so slow. He'll get through for 1. We need 9 of the last over. 13 runs of this over. Jadeja and Dhoni have got it this close. We brought it deep. Now it's time to finish it off. Good length. Good length. Swung through the line. 1 bounce 4. Now we need 5 of 5. But you know what? I'm going to try to go for another one. We can do this by taking singles, but I think we should be able to score at least 1 boundary in 5 balls. That's hit. Another length ball. I knew where he's going to bowl. And this is just a little too predictable. 2 4s. Now we just need 1. We've somehow managed to do this. Well, we haven't done it yet, but I think we should. Unless something truly miraculous happens. I'm going to go for one more 4. Flicked. And I think that should be it. And like so many times, we get this match done of MS Dhoni's bat. The Indian captain gets this done. We managed to chase down 333. Those last 5 overs, man. What an entertaining partnership this was. So many contributions as well. But still, man of the match goes to Steve Smith. 50, 24, 86 and 40. So pretty much everyone contributed to this win. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see another India-Australia clash, much more painful than this, the 2023 final, click the video on screen. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.